Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're all at. Thanks for coming by. So, yeah, old Prairie Boy had a day off, so thought, why not go on YouTube and see what's up? Well, good to see y'all. Who got in here? We got Lisa Mounts, Unsolved with Barb Smith, Don Wright, Lori Dozer, Lisa Bowie, Love and Life. Yeah, good to see y'all. Cher's just making a coffee. She'll be joining us shortly. Come craft and chat with Sally Ann. Hello. Hey, Melanie. So, yeah, this case has turned into quite the show, hasn't it? Holy. People are losing their damn minds over this. Yeah, I don't want to harp on all the YouTuber drama stuff. But, yeah, I'm sure that they're listening or whatever, but just want to say that those things that you made up about me, they definitely hurt. And it's one thing to, disagree with people or pick apart what they're saying, but to make something up like that is just wrong. What's up, Pikachu, Christy C, Sam I Am, Queen D, Robin Swan? Hello, hello. It is very stressful, yeah. And it's gotten, we've totally lost focus on, summer. All these Summer Wells videos, and 90% of them, all they're talking about is Dawn. And it's like, all right, well, you may think that Dawn was involved in what happened this summer, and that's, you have every right to think that. But to think that that's the only possibility isn't right. And on the other side of the coin, to think that it's impossible that he had something to do with her disappearing, well, that's not good either. We've got to be open. What's up, David? The Journey to Justice. Hello, Miss BB. But yeah, that's how you weed out real crime from drama money bags. Well, there you go. Yeah. And, there's a YouTuber, you all know who it is, who's just gunning hard for Dawn. And, if he thinks that Dawn did it all and whatever, and, more power to him. But, yeah,
Like he thought Michael Crow did it all?
yeah, I don't know if you heard Cher talk about Michael Crow. Just because that's his theory doesn't mean he's right. He could be right, but he could be wrong. And I also want to say I kind of lost, with all this stuff that's been happening, I kind of lost sight of myself.
Yeah, it's easy to
Being, like I'm supposed to be the voice of reason, and here I am pitching in and making fun of the guy, the way he talks and stuff. And yeah, I'll be a man and I'll admit that that was wrong. So, Chris, if you're watching, I apologize. I shouldn't have done that. We shouldn't be having a laugh at your expense.
Well, we're human and emotions are high.
Yeah.
And we feel, I do anyways. I think it's just how I've always been of people all my life. I get very protective of people that I think are getting bashed and beaten down. I get very protective. And so, again, we're human and emotions get high, and I get angry watching what's going on. So it slips sometimes.
Yep.
Especially knowing he's backing certain channels that are horrible, doing horrible things right now, as well as everything. But
yeah,
we're gonna try our best not to do that anymore. Because we have facts, we have information, whether, we don't have to take the cheap shots like that.
Yeah, exactly. It cheapens things, and then we lose credibility.
Mm-hmm. We don't want to feed into that anymore.
Yeah, in loving life, that's very true. Once they have a theory, they go at it, and sometimes they're wrong. So yeah, we all got to be open to all the possibilities. Summer's parents being completely innocent, to the other end of it where they had something to do with it. We don't know. So we gotta just keep looking at the information and trying to figure things out. And I'm getting this other comment a lot saying, well, we aren't professionals.
We don't need to be.
Yeah, so
He feels comfortable with us because we aren't professionals, because we aren't trying to go in with just one narrative. And honestly, I think he likes that I went from thinking he was a guilty person to being open-minded and seeing more and seeing, oh, I'm wrong here. I don't need credentials for somebody to be a human to someone. I don't need credentials to have a conversation with someone and to, I don't know what you say.
yeah,
Support somebody?
yeah, it's one thing to just be, okay, we're gonna give this guy a platform, let him say what he wants to say, kind of thing. There's a difference between that and just being like absolutely in love with the guy, for lack of a better phrase. I mean, we don't like his past. We don't, we are aware of it, and we don't think it's okay. But that's for our purposes, that's irrelevant.
People think, well, we don't have summer in mind. We only worry about our channel. It's not true, or we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. Let me tell you, like, under the crazy, I've never been so attacked in my life. This is insanity.
It's gotten
it's
very
not going to
bad.
stop me or us. I mean, I can't really speak for you, but it won't stop me. It makes me even want to do better and do more. It's very ridiculous.
Yeah. Hi, Jan. Hey, Country Owl. Love you guys. You're real people, and you have a good channel. New subscriber. Thank you very much.
And losing sight of summer, that's not what we're doing. But if people would just open their minds, if big if, because I don't believe it, but let's say if they were involved in any part to do with their daughter missing, do you think that's going to be said to a bunch of ex-cops interrogating him, or would that be said more around people they're comfortable with talking and not on guard with everything they're saying?
Yeah. Thank you.
And we've talked to them. I mean, it's all day, every day. Still nothing. They still seem innocent to me. So yeah. And I feel like I talk to them quite a bit, quite enough that something would maybe slip. I don't know. So I hate when people say we don't have summer in mind, because it's just not true. We're doing what we're doing because we want summer found.
Yeah. Why aren't those parents being interrogated till they tell the truth? Well, that's the thing, Beth, we don't know how much the police have spoken with them, and we don't know that they haven't been telling the truth.
Yeah, how do you know they haven't told the police the truth? If they didn't, don't you think this is 2 months now? 3 more days and it's 2 months. Don't you think the police, like, are we saying like that they're that dumb, that they're dropping the ball that big time on that? Or don't you think they know what they're doing? And I'm going to go with, well, of course, we know it could take a month, 2 months, a year, or whatever. The Morphew dude a year later got arrested. We know that. But at the same time, I have faith that because we talk to them so much and things align to us to show that they're innocent.
Yeah.
I feel like hopefully the police know everything too. Like, we have also, people are picking what they want to hear from what law enforcement says and running with it to still try and twist it and make Don look guilty of something. But you have to listen to everything they say. They also said everything we have all thought up in our heads, they have thought of also and have looked down these roads. So the number one suspect, and even Don knows this, he goes, I know it's always the parent or the husband or the wife. That's number one suspect. You guys, Don is not a mastermind. Unless you think Don or Ronnie Watts is a mastermind, they remind me a lot of each other. They're just not. It's not that they're not smart, because they are smart, but they're not. Think of all of the little intricate little things. Something would have slipped by now, I feel like. I just don't think that they are that. I don't think they would have to be master manipulators and actors and actresses, and I just don't see that in them.
Matthias come and say, loving life. I can't say I believe that, but I hope. I really do hope that somehow she's alive and okay. I mean, that would be the best possible outcome, obviously.
Yeah, when some people are like, oh, they're holding her in the basement of the church is involved. I really want to believe that, because that means she's alive. And with, but I really believe that somebody took her. There's just no way I see anything else. Like, she didn't get lost in the forest and run off barefoot. I believe.
Well, there's so many avenues to go.
So many.
Because if you look at, well, not that I believe this, Siri, but if you look at, let's say, just to say that Don did it. Well, he's proved that he was at work that day.
Mm-hmm.
So that would mean that if something did happen this summer, it didn't happen on the 15th. It happened before then. And if that happened, then other people are involved, a lot of other people, because we had Hunter and Allie. They said that they saw her that day on the 15th. Candace said that she was with her. Obviously she's her mom. So to think that Dawn did it on a previous day is a really big stretch. Like that would put a lot of people involved in it, and it just doesn't work for me. But it's not impossible either. Nothing's impossible.
Tuesday said something I wanted to. We have mentioned that too, and I've had several people reach out to me privately. I won't name names, but who are also survivors of sexual assault, sexual abuse, and we kind of feel the same. Like, why now? Why did it? Why not before June 15th at all? Why now? Why, when you have these other creators meddling and that's what they're focusing content on? Like, I don't know why now, but I would give it time, because there has been some things behind the scenes. I think that this family can work this out. I know that there's certain other people that really want to hunt down friends of the sisters and really try. If there's no charges in Tennessee for Don, then they'll make sure there's one in Utah, right? So I'm hoping there's some things going on behind the scenes that I can't share with you guys right now, but just keep watching, keep listening. I do think that this is something that the family will talk about. I think if he
What's up, Mexi?
I think that the family wants to heal, but I think the sisters would like an apology. But there's some things going on behind the scenes. I don't know what way that will turn out, but I have hope, and if everyone believes in prayer and hope, just keep praying that they will work this out privately, that an apology will be good, and that this family can heal from their 30-40 year past privately, off of YouTube, out of people's content, and then we can bring it finally back where summer, because we're focusing on the wrong thing. Hey, Mexi.
Yeah, that's the problem, is everyone gets tunnel vision. You got one side where people think there's no way the parents could have possibly had anything to do with it because they're too nice and open. And then you got the other side who think, one of them or both of them or whatever are absolutely 100% they did it. And if you don't have an open mind, you're probably never really going to know the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not putting this stuff out there to try and switch anyone's minds either, but we can't stand watching people with X credentials or people just not even doing any research. They're watching everyone else's content and then running and making their own content.
That's a problem.
And they're not doing anything to even look into it, but then they want to attack me when I'm sorry, you don't need credentials to do research. You don't.
No.
And I do. Like he says, I'm on my phone all the time.
Yeah,
Sometimes
she's
it causes
always,
little tiffs, but I am all in this.
yeah.
Like that's all I'm doing. I'm watching what everyone's saying. I'm listening. I'm talking. I'm open line all day, every day for over a week now, a week and a half with the Wells people the Wells know, family, all of this stuff. And I'm just can put it out there from the horse's mouth, which is the kind of person I am. I don't want to
Mm.
just hear on a channel. That's how I even got started on my platform. I wrote a letter to Rhonda one day because I didn't want to just hear what I was being told on A&E because I knew there was so much more we weren't getting. And I guess I'm nosy. I don't know what you call that. I wanted to
No,
know more, not just what media puts on an hour show.
no, it means you're not gullible.
Yeah.
Follow the road with the most facts. Trouble is we aren't given much, so that leaves us with little theory. Holly is keeping the facts close to the vest. Okay with me as long as they're still looking. I did see a Facebook post that they are still very much working on this case.
Tammy, I love you.
So it's not like they've just thrown it away bottom of the pile because they got no leads. They're still working on things. I think, and I don't know. I've heard so many different things about the search. You know, the police said don't search, or some are saying they want them, and I think the problem with that is they don't know where to search. Like they've searched around the home and they've searched around that the Warriors Lake or whatever it is, but they don't know where else to search. So I mean, yeah, you could start searching all of Tennessee, but like at what point do you not, you might just have to wait until you get some kind of a tip. And God, who knows? I do find it interesting that there was that child sex ring that was broken up just a
Yeah.
couple of days after Summer went missing.
For real, yeah.
Like if I was law enforcement, that would be my main focus because I would think, well, maybe one of these people or one of their soldiers or however it works, got Summer. So they need to get all of the people that were involved.
Miss Wednesday. So I think I can say this. As you heard on interview, was it part 2? Don had wanted EquiSearch to come back out, and yesterday I got the call from Don that he had talked to, I think, Ron from EquiSearch, who was like, yeah, apparently this is what we're being told. So yeah, he contacted Ali and said, can we come back out to search? Mr. Wallace says we can come out and search. Would like us out there, we'll come back out. And apparently Ali said, no, we don't need you guys to come out and search. So I don't know exactly what's going on with that. I don't know. Oh, Mexi, you are awesome.
Maxie coming in hard with the super chat. First one of the day. Thanks, bud. Unless Grandma and Candace left to go somewhere and she asked the boys to watch her, came back and she was gone. They were gone longer than 2 minutes. Yeah, that 2 minute thing doesn't sit well with me. I don't understand. I mean, when you watch that, well, Don put that video out and showed his basement door, and then that trail. That trail is like right in front of that door, and there's a drop off, so it's theoretically possible someone could have been hiding out and waited and just took a chance to grab her. But again, that's a stretch. I don't know. I think there was more time there, and I don't know why. She said 2 minutes or whatever. I don't get it, but yeah, I don't buy it.
Actually, I do want to say, I mean, maybe like kids do
15 can feel like 2. Yeah. And in 15 minutes, in 15 minutes, not knowing where your kids are at, if they went outside or whatever. Yeah, I can see that more than 2.
So just in Rogersville yesterday, crazy high risk abductions happened in broad daylight. I have a cousin with her young daughter who was followed around at a grocery store in the big city. They were oblivious, and security stopped them as they were about to. We don't get the whole one. Anyways, just like 2 days ago, there was a couple kids in the area that they had caught like cars pulling up to and trying to get the kids in the car. This has happened to a friend of mine's granddaughter in Rogersville. Be careful, folks. My granddaughter was traveling on Main Street, Mount Carmel, Church Hill, about an hour ago. A car pulled up in front of her and stopped, blocked her. 2 men got out of their car, and while she was calling 911, she gave them tag number, and while that was happening, the beefy man, maybe in his 40s, was trying to open her car door. She was blowing her horn and held her phone up. When they saw it, the 2 ran in their car and fled away. Her dad has talked with authorities. Please, ladies, keep windows up on your car if possible. Say a prayer. She's upset and frightened. So just within the last 48 hours, there's been 4 reports of people trying to take children out in daylight, and even while mothers are with them. So
yeah, they're pretty brazen about it.
And that's Rogersville, and they say it's been reported to law enforcement, and that's on a public Hopkins County Facebook page posting.
Why is Grandma going to the hospital for pain meds when Dawn said there's dealers everywhere?
How do we know that's what she went to the hospital for?
Yeah, that's the thing. It could have been.
Everyone's assuming that they just went to cop some pills. Now, if that's true, I would feel like law enforcement would need to see that prescription.
And they probably
Would she have it? If she didn't have it and it was sold, well, Grandma would be in quite a bit of trouble, right?
Now, from what we've been told,
law enforcement ain't that dumb.
From what we've been told, this injury, like whatever's wrong with her knee, has been bugging her for a while. Mm-hmm. So it could be arthritis, or it could be something like that, or we don't know what the injury was, so we don't know what the medications would be. Plus, if you wanted to, like, say you were on pain meds, to buy them from a dealer, you're looking at 4 or 5 times the price. So why wouldn't you go to the hospital? Like, you wouldn't want to go to a dealer. You'd be paying way more money.
Yeah, but it's a lot. What now? The whole they called it the opiate pandemic. A lot of doctors won't prescribe it, so it's left people who used to have the prescription going to the street now.
Exactly.
And
Thank you, Tammy.
Tammy, we love you. And you just reminded me I have a link to send you for later for our Tonight show.
These trafficking rings have to have a backup to meet a quota. It is sick but true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they bust one ring. That doesn't mean they got everybody in that area that's involved. Like, they definitely not. I really hope that they're leaning on all those guys trying to get them to flip on everybody. But yeah, apparently law enforcement had no problem with Grandma leaving. So they obviously cleared her. Or unless they have some other reason, watching her where she went or something, maybe, I don't know. Oh, Christine, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, fentanyl's no joke. Y'all okay with C and Don putting their kids in an unsafe and filthy home?
We're not. No, that's not. No. We're not even gonna address. Don't even answer that.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. No, sorry.
Yeah, we have no control over what they spend their money on. So it doesn't matter.
The looks of their home or whatever, we're not going to get into, because some people just don't understand country. They don't understand whatever. And also, that has zero to do with where is summer right now. Yeah. It's just another jab, and we're not going there. Tammy Ayo!
Tammy Ayo!
We love you.
Is Jamie that posted the dog trail Don's coworker? And if so, why didn't he say that Or say he witnessed him at work when he posted that. I'm lost. I'm not sure what you're asking.
No, that was actually
Don posted
Don
that.
posted
Yeah,
that.
he
That's
did that
Don
video himself.
not Jamie.
And that disgruntled coworker had an alibi. Don, no, he
I talked to
wasn't.
2 coworkers yesterday, Jamie and a second coworker, and he was there, and they said no, there's no time to. What did they say? He
I
didn't
don't
have
know. I
time
was on a
to.
different thought. So, Nanette, just following you two now. Last few days, I feel you two are doing this to help Summer and her parents. It'd be nice to have more people like you two. Oh, thank you, Nanette. Yeah, we're just trying to put information out. We're not putting a spin on it. We're not trying to give you guys a theory.
Yes, Carolyn, I do watch Off the Cuff once in a while. Yes, I do.
Well, that's true too, Country Hall. They did tear it up a little bit. And like, so these people didn't keep their house immaculate.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in lots of homes where you got kids and they can't keep up with the mess. It's just the way it is.
I mean, a messy house doesn't mean you don't love your kids, though.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, and some people just aren't, they're not real clean freaks. It's just I've been in houses where it's like a hospital. You couldn't find dust if you tried. It's just perfect. And I've been in houses where it's like there's just stuff everywhere. And yeah, I don't judge the people either way. Yeah, well, between the cops searching and what's been going on, I don't know. I think I probably wouldn't really feel much like cleaning either. Probably be, and that happens with me. Like before Cher got here, I'd go through bits where I just get kind of not really depressed, but a little bit in a funk. And yeah, the dishes were piled up, the laundry wasn't done, I hadn't dusted in like months. The place was gross, and it was just me.
Right, Country Owl. I mean, I feel the same.
Yeah, it is what it is. There's no point in.
Faraway Eyes.
Hello, Faraway Eyes. Thanks for joining.
Hey, Bunny Rabbit.
I'm new here. I've been subbed to Share for a few weeks. I came to your channel after you came to my attention after those filthy, disgusting lies were made up. Yeah, I did mention that at the beginning. I don't want to like harp on it, but I mean, the person who started it, and then, I mean, he knows that it wasn't true. Like, he knows he doesn't have any proof of it because there is no proof. It didn't happen. But the problem is, so many people, when you hear something like that, you run with it. You don't say, wait, let's see the proof first. So then, yeah, you get all these other people making videos about it and people commenting and just horrible, horrible things. And
hey, Rose.
yeah, it's all, I will say it's all being documented from the people making videos to, yes, everyone, if you make a channel and you start commenting, you are bound to the terms of service of YouTube as well. So if you're going around saying that I'm an offender, you too are open to litigation. It's all being documented. I have like 20 emails I haven't even read yet. People are giving me all kinds of stuff. The only question is, I'll have to decide at some point, do I want to spend 10, 15 grand to nail all these people, or do I just let go? And I haven't decided yet. If I do, it's a slam dunk. being attacked because how they live, talk, dress, etc. Yeah, and that's not good. It's not good, like, no matter what, to be saying nasty crap about other people. Like, even like I said this earlier too, even about Chris. I don't agree with what he's doing, but I shouldn't be saying nasty things about him.
So Don is upset because apparently an ex-cop created a closed Facebook group and saying the official Summer Wells missing child case discussion group. And the first person you see on there is that one dude. So he's a little upset right now. Julie!
What Summer has found, yeah. We all do, Sam. Definitely. And that's exactly it, Barb. It is hard sometimes. You get fired up and you don't like seeing what other people are doing and you want to say something about it. And reality is, it's just, you got to just agree to disagree and leave it alone. That's exactly it, Rosalie. It's all about either attacking or defending Dawn now. Like, no one's even talking about Summer.
Well, yeah, they've put him in that situation, unfortunately. I mean, and you can't blame the guy. He's always felt all his life he's had to defend himself and defend things, and now it's on a bigger scale. Like, feel how you feel too. Like, I know the good people will know it's a lie and whatever's said about you. Like, but you do feel like you
99% of people know it's bullshit.
But but how you feel, like, defensive a little bit. Like, I know it hurts you to think that even just one person will hear that and believe it without investigating it.
Yeah.
And I know that hurts you, so you can kind of understand, right?
Oh, absolutely, I do.
Yeah.
It's not fun to get have vile things like that said about you. I can tell you that. Whether they're true or not.
Yeah.
In my case, they're 100% false. I've never been charged with anything my entire life. I've led a very boring life as far as law is concerned.
Well, one rumor he said is not false. The other one he's concerned about.
It's not 18 inches either.
17 and a half.
Jesus. Yeah, that's just disturbing. Stop talking about my junk. I mean, it was funny, but it's kind of creepy. I don't want you thinking about my stuff. No. For her, and that's it. My mom passed away last week. My head is all over the place. I can't imagine what... Yeah. Sorry, Dolly. That's awful.
Mandy! Thanks, boo.
Hey, Mandy.
And sorry to hear that about your mom.
I'm
sorry, I missed the name. It went up too fast, but sorry, whoever said that.
It's Dolly.
Dolly.
Just think how Summer would/will feel if her parents... Yeah. And all these people who are just saying just vile things, like they're disgusting people, they're dirty, they're filthy, they don't deserve their kids. All that. And imagine if they are innocent.
They are all 5 short of a 6-pack.
Benny's funny. I watch him. That was, we were watching Benny earlier today.
Benny, yeah.
Yeah, he was fired up today.
Well, when you got more, like, I like some of the stuff they say. Again, some of it's helpful, but I don't all agree. Again, they're still cops, and if you listen, they're still saying and calling it, this is a homicide case. So they have in their head already that there was a murder here, and guess who they think it is, probably. But I do like, they don't like, it sounds like they kind of want to stay distant from Chris. They have the same opinions, but don't like the style Chris is going around doing it. In my opinion, that's what I took from that. But also, they said, if you have any tips, call us with them, and then we'll call TBI. What Benny was saying, I agree with. Do not. If you have tips and numbers out there, you call TBI yourself. Don't
Yeah.
go call these cops and then have them call TBI. You can do it yourself, and you can be anonymous if you want to. You don't need to report to these cops in New York who then will report to TBI for you. No, go directly to TBI or the law enforcement yourselves with any tips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just want to know the actual truth. Exactly. Tammy, I
Yeah,
please
control.
don't say that, because that'll be the next stupid rumor that comes out about me.
Oh, that you flashed your junk on YouTube?
Yeah, the infamous YouTube flash. Well, there's a couple.
Oh my god, no.
Well, it happened. I was on panel for 2 of them.
Yeah, he was.
Camera on. So
And I
definitely
can
wasn't me
verify
then.
it's definitely not Mr. Share. Definitely not.
Easy.
I'm gonna die. Easy.
Yeah, we're here for the kids, not name calling. Exactly.
Hmm.
That's a major, major problem. Like, I tried doing this a while back, the anti-drama thing, and it kind of did all right, but for the most part, people just said, yeah, I'm on board, and then just went and did their own thing anyway. But it's gotten real bad. Like, just because we don't agree on a case, we're going to try and destroy each other's in real life? Like, oof. That's just weird.
Sexual assault is what SA means, and why do we don't have a problem with him asking questions. Some of it's been
No.
helpful. We have a problem with him interrogating and accusing already, incriminating.
Yeah. Actually, I've said a few times, Chris's actual phone interview with Don was great. He got a lot of information and all that. It was good, but it's what he did,
What he's doing
like,
with it
for
is
the 6
wrong.
or 7, I don't know how many videos he's done after, just trying to pick everything apart. Like, he's completely removed everyone else from the equation. It's always all about Don, and I don't think that that's the right way to go.
Laurie Dozer, you couldn't pay me to be a creator. I I understand that.
Yeah, I do too. Like, I sidestep. I was in this. Well, I've been on YouTube for years, but in the true crime for almost a year, and I sidestepped. Was it almost a year or almost 2 years? No, almost a year. And I sidestepped the drama pretty well. No, really, people didn't really come at me until the Summer Wells case started. But so I did pretty good. But yeah, it's gonna happen. But notice I'm not saying anything about him. That out there. Elizabeth Massey, I'm an SA survivor, and I myself personally believe this family has been done wrong by social media. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And I get people making the connection. Dawn's past, it's possible, but I mean, we don't know that Summer was assaulted in that way. We don't know that. I mean, everyone's kind of assuming it, but we don't know that. We don't know that we don't know if she's alive or not.
yeah,
So
everyone's assuming everything at this
yeah,
point.
gotta watch that tunnel vision. I mean, it happens, and it's easy. You get thinking about someone, thinking, man, I think they did it, and then that's all you want to look at, and you're missing everything. That, coupled with the fact that law enforcement isn't really telling us much, makes it a lot worse. But even if we have all the information, like, look at the Chris Watts case. We have all this information. That's not even all of it, obviously. The police have some that they haven't shared. But yeah, there are very big camps of people with NK saying NK was there, or NK had nothing to do with it, or NK planned it, or she helped him after. And you are never going to change anybody's mind if they once they get that hard line. It just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you show them or what. They're going to believe what they believe, and that's all there is to it.
Mm-hmm. Right, Mandy.
I don't know why people keep saying this.
It's not Jamie. It's
Don
Wells.
Don made that video himself.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if... Are we missing something? Did Jamie come to the house and do it too?
It's Don on the video.
That video that...
It's him talking. It's Don talking. That unless we're missing a video that I'm not aware of, but that video that everyone's posting, that's Don. He got home from work and he took that video because Chris asked him to. Posted it all over Facebook.
Yeah, where you see their house, the basement door, and he walks down the path. That was Don making it, not Jamie.
Let me write that down and ask.
Jamie did make a video as well. Okay.
I'll talk to Jamie because I've been talking to him. There's a video I'm missing then.
Yeah. Well, she's been talking with Jamie, so she'll get to the bottom of that.
Yeah, he's doing a recorded interview, him and his coworker of Don's alibi, and there is a community post posted of our text conversation with that. We had a phone conversation and texting.
Thank you, LaShonda.
There's another video. Okay, thank you, Red Roadrunner. Cute picture.
Andy, Jamie is Don's coworker. One of them.
Mm-hmm.
He was with Dawn on the 15th. They were working not in the same room, but in the same area.
Yeah.
Power came on, God answered my prayers. There you go.
Awesome. Okay, well, we haven't seen the other one by the Jamie possibly. I'll figure that out.
His nickname's Jackhammer.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, Jessica thinks it might be two different Jamies. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Don't worry.
If coworker Jamie made the video, sure, I'll find out.
Jamie Wilson. Okay.
I wouldn't mind seeing it though.
Yeah.
If anyone has the link.
We'll check it out, Jessica. We'll check it out.
Yeah. And we're going to have, well, I'm still planning on doing kind of a tribute to Summer in a way, where I'm going to have Dawn and Candace send me a bunch of pictures, and then hopefully we'll get Dawn and Candace talking about everything, right from when they found out they were pregnant all the way up to the 14th. But yeah, I want to get the focus back on Summer, not so much are you pro or anti Dawn, because that's one person, one possibility in this whole case. There's two others that I really think are far more likely to have been involved.
Hey, Anne-Marie.
What's up, Anne-Marie? Oh, Unsolved with Barb Smith. Hang on. If I don't have you... there. You should have a wrench now, so you should be able to post links. So if you have a link to that video... Oh, what happened? Not a fan of Windows 10. I don't like it. Things keep popping up and I can't stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Wednesday. That's the one we've seen, but apparently there's another one made. So.
Yeah, I think it might be very possible it was Jamie posting Dawn's, but I'm not 100%. I'll wait till after this and I'll call and ask.
Would love to see more pictures of Summer and more about her as well. Yeah. That's why I want to do it. I mean, shift the focus back to finding the girl, not condemning the father.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And we shouldn't have to be spending all our time trying to defend the father either. Because it's just one person that could be involved. I mean, there's so many other people we should be looking into and talking to and all that.
And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's why she's broadening her horizons and such. Hey, Janie, thank you.
No, we are.
Well, you're doing more of it because I've just been working all the time.
Okay, well, I've been doing the calling and the networking, but he's behind all of the editing and everything. So
yes, if you see an edited video.
Okay, well, all of my WoW stuff except for my live streams have been edited and worked on from hubby. So it's a team effort.
Yep.
We're a good team.
We are.
Hey, weirdo.
What's up, Megan?
Oh,
I'm Jamie, the same guy that went to Warriors when Summer first went missing and recorded all the trash. It's not the same video.
I think I know what video you're talking about now. I do believe I did see that.
Oh, I got the link. Oh no. Now I lost the chat. Dang it. Struggling today.
Have a good lunch, Rose.
Bring Summer home, yeah. I did a little video for Summer, posted on my channel. I'm nobody, but I desperately want her found. That's awesome, Elizabeth. That's what everybody should be doing. The more popularity it gains, the better the chance that if she is off somewhere, someone's going to recognize her. Megan, you think everything is a sacrifice or a hoax, so go ahead. Say whatever you want. Another one?
I mean, there's a theory that...
Hey, bedroom eyes.
Not quite along those lines, Megan, my weirdo, but something... Not really a hoax, but I do have somewhat a conspiracy theory as well on this, but more of like higher up people. I don't know. I don't want to say too much, but I think you get my drift. But yeah. In your opinion. I know what a problem with Megan's series, but it is just another. It's being open-minded.
Hi, why is Chris so convinced Dawn wasn't at work? Because in order for Chris's theory to pan out, Dawn couldn't have been at work.
Right.
It had to have happened that day
fit
because
his narrative.
Yeah. If Dawn did it, it had to have been that day. Because if it was another day, then Candace, Grandma, Allie, and Hunter are all lying. They're all guilty. So it had to have happened that day, so that means that his alibi people are covering for him, which why would they? Why would you cover for a coworker and lie when his child goes missing? Nobody I work with I would cover for like that. Could you lie for me because my daughter's missing and police think I did it? Oh, sure. Yeah. That doesn't make sense.
Hello, Oregon, vegan goddess. Yes, Elizabeth. Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Thank you, Unbarbed.
Is that it? Are you sending a different link, Barb, or is that the same one? Because I got one from you already.
I think it's the same one.
Okay. Yeah, I can't play it because it's. Well, I'm sure it would probably be fine, but. wouldn't lie for you if your dog was missing. Exactly. Chris doesn't care about the truth. I don't know what it is. If maybe he's got a grand plan where he's going to bag on Dom for a while, then he's going to move on to someone else and bag on them. If that's his whole thing and he's just getting as much information out as possible, or if he's just laser locked on Dawn and that's all there is to it, no matter what's going on. I don't know.
Okay. I'll just tell you later.
Megan, you said that before. There was a picture released this summer with her face on a milk carton, and she went missing after. You got the picture? I want to see that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she said that before. Oh, I need to ask, since we're talking theories, do you think of the movie Gone Baby Gone? Because we watched that not too long ago, actually. I love that movie.
With milk in the picture, too. Megan, text me that picture. No, I didn't see it at all. Summer on a missing... Summer walls with her...
Can we clarify what times that day Don does have an alibi? He has an alibi from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Yeah, we're rounding it. They couldn't nail, was it 8:15, 8:30? So between 8 and 8:30, and the coworkers left at about 5:30. And at 5:30, when the two coworkers left, Donnie was working. He wasn't cleaned up, ready to go home. He was working. He was up on the... He was working. So...
Okay, she says it's in that picture where everyone's trying to figure out if she's alive or dead. I have that picture somewhere.
Her face is on a milk carton?
I don't think so.
Her face isn't on a milk carton. She's laying on cartons of milk.
I got the picture somewhere. No, there's no milk carton. There's two milk jugs, and there's no picture on them.
There's no picture of Summer on the milk jugs.
Someone photoshopped that shit.
Yeah, for real. It's not true.
Not on there. I can share my screen and share that picture though. We can do that.
Yeah, she's laying on the milk cartons, yeah. And then, yeah, she's missing. I don't understand what's that mean? Oh, because back in the day they used to put missing kids on milk cartons?
Yeah, I don't think they even do that anymore. Well, they might in some areas. There's no picture.
No, she just said she means that she's laying on the milk jugs, not that her picture is on the milk jugs. So I don't know.
Oh, the symbolism of it. I get what you're saying. Okay. We took that literal.
Yeah, we're like, wait, what? We Scottish Ma. You said that yesterday, and I will get that information for you. What is it? Why did Don say he didn't want to go home by himself? The boys were home. Okay.
I don't think he said he didn't want to be by himself.
He said, why would I go home to be alone if everyone was at the lake? I figured I would just work.
Oh, I don't remember him saying that.
Yeah, he said it a few times.
Yeah, I remember him saying I might as well just stay late.
Because he said, why would I go home?
And I get that, yep. But I didn't hear the other part.
Yep, he said, why would I go home and stay alone? So it is a good question.
Yeah, it is.
How would I say that? Why?
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to be home with your boys?
Okay.
Or whatever. I don't know. Why would you say that you didn't want to be home alone when the boys were there?
Okay, I got an idea. Yep, that I'll cover that. We got it.
Picture Summer was in water with a sundress. Was that video on TikTok because the day she went That day she went missing.
We're not talking about outfits she was possibly wearing. We don't want to talk about that. I don't
honestly
know.
don't know.
They could be
Yeah.
posting things on from different days. He had said too.
Yeah, the day you upload something on TikTok or Facebook may not be the day it was taken. And I think law enforcement would be able to get the metadata from the social media site to see when the video was actually taken on the device before it was uploaded.
Christine.
But we can't.
Can you show me what Christine right above her question again? I think it was a good one.
Do you know if Don or Candace had any interaction with the guy that was camping nearby?
I'm writing that down. I'll ask. Interactions. And that was the man who bought that property I showed you. They were camping on it right after they bought it. Interactions with man.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. That I remember hearing that, and I found that weird. Don was talking about stuff the police took, and he said the TVs, but the TVs were there, and I don't understand why they would take the TVs.
I don't know if he meant possibly, because he's old school, maybe he meant tablets and something. I'm sure the boys or the kids may have had tablets they went on. Maybe that's what he meant. Possibly did they use GoFundMe and buy new TVs? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But I'll write that down too.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Megan, I love how you find like the most minute details.
No, what she says right there, I said that to you. I did notice the barrel saying for sale as she's dancing around it.
No, I find the Pathfinder thing more interesting.
Oh, I didn't even look at that part.
Yeah, the guy was camping. Yeah, there's 2 or 3. There's the guy Frank. I can't remember his last name.
No, we can't say that right.
Well, there's no gag order on him. But yeah, his wife actually reported him, and then there was
one of his victims emailed me, and we'll read it later. But we're not allowed to say first and last name of that person.
Yeah, we can say first names.
Yeah, Frank is fine.
And then there was the disgruntled coworker had a friend that lived like a mile and a half away. So there's that option, and he was involved with some child stuff too. So yeah, there's a couple people very close to the Wells home that are definitely worth looking at. And we assume that the police already did, but it could have been Gina. I mean, this guy, he's not a... Oh, that went away weird. Maybe he meant the game assistants or something. Otherwise, yeah. Who knows what he meant. Yeah, this guy isn't exactly a wordsmith either. So he could have meant the iPads and stuff or whatever. I don't know what that word says. Somebody.
No, that's okay.
Mr. Dobbs, whatever happened to him?
Dobbs or Dudley?
It said Dobbs.
Yeah, far away eyes. Monitors look like TVs. So if there was any computers or tablets or something, he might have just said TVs and just not even, I don't know. We'll ask.
Yeah.
Dobbs.
Unless maybe, like, I don't understand why they would take the TVs. Unless they're smart TVs, and maybe there's something they could check their searches or something on there, and then gave them back. I don't know. They took their phones and gave them back, so who knows? Oh, Dobbs was the one who was camping. Oh, okay. I don't remember the name.
Yeah, there's so many names. The camping, I thought maybe you're right. Maybe it's that, and then there's another one that starts with M. There's so many people, you guys.
When I'm at home, I call everything that bucket over yonder. Oh, he changed his name. Oh, that's his name. He changed the timestamp on a photo and was conveniently at a motel that day. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, yeah. So that was one you were showing me pictures of, right? That he had taken some pictures. They were obviously in the winter, but
I'm not sure, but there's somebody there with drones. Remember I showed you his arms all scratched up too and all that.
Can I screen share again and search inbred family the Whitakers?
Oh, I know that family. I know about
I'm
that
pretty
family.
sure if I search Whitaker, it's just going to be a bunch of pictures of forest.
No, it's actually going to be mangled faced family. I think like black and white photos, total inbred, cleft lips, everything family. Oh yeah, I know that. I think I know that family.
You can put stuff in a bucket. I call everything a bucket. Well, there you go. Leading us, you have some pictures of Jackie Dobbs. All right. Dobbs was also selling a red truck. That's interesting. Do you have, Elizabeth, where would I be able to get more info about that? Like, did he have it listed in like Auto Trader or something? Because that's interesting. Nope. Every time I go to click, it moves like right before. Better understand the mentality of people involved in all this. Well, there definitely are some really shady people in that area. What did we search in mile radius? There was like
12. 11.
Registered sex offenders.
Yep. And I actually think when you did that, that's when we saw Frank or whatever his name is. We just didn't know all of the...
Oh yeah, he might have been on there, yeah.
Yep. Appreciate what you're doing this case, weirdo. We love you, Meg.
Oh, nothing wrong with different opinions. If we all agreed on the same thing, it'd be boring.
I mean, I love conspiracy theories because, I mean, I believe them. I don't even like calling them conspiracy theories because I think some of them are true. But I am a little bit, and I think so is Don, the Wells, a little bit weirdo. I was just going to say on not really a hoax like you're saying or like a sacrifice situation, but more of a corruption situation, if you know what I mean. So
Haka likes your hoodie.
thank you. My best friend Callie got this for me for Christmas.
She was wearing that when I proposed.
Yes, I was wearing all serial killers and horror movie when he put the ring on it.
I still got that video. I haven't played that in a long time.
Long time.
I don't know if I still... Oh yeah, I got it.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
I'm sure a lot of you haven't seen this, but I did get... When I proposed to share, I was recording. So here you go.
We were recording everywhere that day.
Can't believe she was wearing that hoodie. I didn't even realize it.
I know, me neither. Till I'm like, oh shit. I would have definitely dressed way cuter.
Me too.
You're very cute.
So are you, baby. Well, there you go. Virtual hug, virtual hug. Hey, Laura.
Armchair Detective. Yep. Thank you, everyone who said they watched it.
Yep. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty fun. Don't do it. Anyone ever ask them what their favorite music is? I think someone touched on that with Summer a little bit, because didn't she like the Frozen thing? Or am I getting that mixed up with someone else maybe?
Like what kind of music they like in general, or what Summer like?
Either, both.
No, not Armchair Defective.
Thank you, Laura.
And I saw Little Baby Beavers right before that. It was cute. And a seagull flew right by, and I love seagulls.
I don't know why she loves seagulls, but whatever.
Because they are the friendliest of birds. I'm going to catch one day.
That was actually not too far from here. I took her on a kind of like a sightseeing day. And yeah, that was actually, there's a dam here. And normally there's no beach. Like the water's too high. But we hadn't had much snow last year and not much rain so far this year at that point. So there was a little bit of beach there. So yeah, I figured that was the perfect place.
Hey, Crystal. Thank you.
What's up, Crystal?
Sam, I am. I do not eat green eggs and ham. I will not eat them, Sam, I am.
Right back at you, Dolly. Thank you. Love you too, Elizabeth. You guys are awesome. For my job, I'd find a doppelganger of Don and have him at the police department in Port Candace over same day. Do not let her use her phone. Haul her straight to the department where she... Okay, I'll just say, yeah.
Oh, come on, we stop. Really? Godzilla by Eminem? I love that song. Who doesn't? It's catchy. I mean, that has nothing to do with anything. I don't know what to tell you. Well, we don't know yet.
Yeah, the loose plan is 2/22/22. But we're going to have to wait and see. COVID is messing things up.
Karen, me and you both, it is ridiculous because when I'm sleeping, I'm literally dreaming of this where, like, yeah. And I know I'm annoying when I wake up because I just dreamt of it all too. First thing I say to him in the morning is, what do you think about this?
Oh, yeah. It's the first thing in the morning, the last thing at night is about Summer. She is 100% in this. I suspect Don Buchanan. You know who I suspect? Carol Baskin, that bit down in Tampa, Florida.
Vegan, that's funny. That's all I'm going to say is that's hilarious. Right, Dolly. I mean, my kids were listening to things probably they shouldn't have either. What's the difference? Like little kids listening, like my daughters when they were younger, like the Pussycat Dolls. Okay, like their lyrics aren't much better that little girls should be listening to. I mean, look at all the little girls you got out there listening and dancing and twerking to WAP.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
oh
And
don't
it's
get me
acceptable.
started on that.
No, I'm just saying it's true though. Like it's true.
Yeah.
Listening to the Godzilla, I mean,
I don't even know if I've listened to that song myself,
it's
but it can't be
catchy.
that horrible.
No, it's not that horrible. Well, I've shown you some of it. That is his like depression album, really.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got that darkness song on
Mm.
there and all of that. Yeah, the lyrics aren't maybe great, but it's catchy. It's about the music and the tones really that kids care about more than lyrics.
Yeah. Exactly right. I think it's awful what they called you, as hard as it may be. Just be the bigger person, because it definitely shows their ignorance and character. Yeah. Yeah, you'll notice I have not said anything bad about this person.
Well, trust me, you'll see this live on that channel later. Because he can't come
Probably,
up with his own content.
and that's fine. It's just the more he does that stuff, the more information I have, the more proof of the harassment, the bullying, the defamation. Just if he wants to keep digging himself into a hole, then fine.
Vegan, what? Stop it.
Mm-hmm. Does that guy live in the area?
He's actually
Well,
been
so you're
accused.
legit, like this is a legit thing, maybe.
Yeah, oh,
I thought you were joking.
No, he's been accused. He's actually made a video like, I know people are saying I have summer wells, but no. But some of the stuff he'd be putting up there, like I actually liked him, and then I started like, what are you doing, dude? So then I unsubscribed, and I'm pretty sure he's had a couple shots.
Yeah, no offense. It's just we're honestly a little bit on the defensive side because so many people are saying
so many things.
Don's such a bad guy, and we're trying to get people to stop focusing on Don.
But it's just not gonna work.
It'll work eventually. I mean, there's only so much people can do before you gotta. Okay, well,
They're
what
not gonna
about other people?
unfocus, I think, from Don or Candace or both until
Well, it won't be until Chris does. If Chris moves on to someone else, then they will too. But that's the only reason everyone is so focused on Don is because of him.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably like the worst thing a man can be accused of. So, in a way, I guess it's kind of a good thing because it's so outrageous. But on the other side of the coin, I haven't slept very good since this happened. It really, really, really bugs me. I don't come across as a real sensitive guy, but I am. Need to focus on summer period, exactly. Andy, if you don't know, I don't want to tell you. Because that's just one more person that's going to give him a click.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to mention his name anyway. Because the thing is this is like a slam dunk for defamation. So, like, as far as litigation goes, he's hooped. It's just a question of whether or not I want to spend the 10, 15 grand to do it. Nothing wrong with that. I let my kids listen to rap. There you go. Just don't let your kids listen to WAP. Just that song should never have been created. I hate that song. Scrubbing you right. Didn't know those were talking smack. No, it's not Benny. Actually, Benny's he kind of had my back about all that.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Laura. I try to be. I've made my mistakes and said things I shouldn't have and stuff, but
it happens. We're human, baby.
Yep, exactly. And it'll blow over one way or another. It'll either just disappear or I'll have the money to take care of it legally or whatever.
Natasha, hello. No, don't be sad for us. If we cared, it hurts. He was really hurt, and that's what made me mad is, like, because I want to defend him, and I didn't know what to do, and here I am putting his whole life information out there because I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, well, and people were trying to, I guess
he was napping and woke up, and I had a community post with his name, birthday, everything. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, well, I don't even want to focus on that so much. I just want to stay on summer. But the moral of the story with all that stuff is we shouldn't be trying to tear each other down.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine what, like, big YouTubers, if we all collaborated and worked together? It's like, okay, you interview this one, I'll interview that one. You look into this stuff, you go talk to these people. Can you imagine what we could have actually accomplished if we weren't trying to just step on each other?
Up a little more. Somebody came from his channel.
Go. You're just pointing at the computer. I don't know what you're doing.
Right there.
It's from his channel. It makes me sick. He called you that just because of you guys having different opinions. He needs to retract and apologize. Yeah. The junk thing was kind of funny, but still weird. Like, I got a chuckle out of it, which, I could use a good laugh. But that other thing was just, I don't know if someone told him that and he just ran with it or what, but I mean, he knows it's not true.
To be honest, I think it was a slip up on what somebody had said, and then he ran with it, and then he got too deep into it. Now he's got to stick with it, right? Because all these people are listening.
Doesn't want to lose face.
And so he
now.
doesn't want to. He wants to keep going. It's getting him them super chats and them views and his content. So why not?
Yeah.
It's okay, let him, because anyone that is profiting off of defamation, just like what happened to Critical K for doing the same thing, and what Ray Andriacchio had said is anyone that's making money off of those type of things is someone worth going after. Even if Mr. Scheer does go through with that and has a case, it's not about how much can we get from him. It's about
I'll lose money.
Using him as an example, and you can't do that. Yeah. And having his channel hopefully removed, or maybe his internet privileges altogether go bye-bye, because that does happen to people.
No, that would be the avenue I would take. It wouldn't be like suing him personally. It would be pressuring YouTube with proof, and there's a lot now.
To not allow him a platform.
To remove him and ban his IP address.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a lot bigger sting than having to pay a couple grand, because you put a lot of work into growing a YouTube channel, and if all of a sudden it vanishes, that's
use him to set an example.
And it's not just him. There's like 4 other creators and a whole whack of people. Like, even you commenting, if you were to say, I know that you are a blah 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 offender, you're liable too. Because you take that, when you created a YouTube account, you're bound to the terms of service. And that is defamation. You can't lie about people, especially stuff like that. Can't say people have committed crimes and ruin their reputation.
Someone needs to explain to so-and-so that Hollywood and Tennessee are totally different things. Absolutely. I had a 10-day turnaround from following to detecting CM, and nobody shifted my thinking, just me. Good.
So if you need help, like more mods, mod for a lot bigger channel. I don't really get a lot.
Can you mod for me? I get the hate.
Okay, why do I see it on one side and not the other?
She's right there. Or wait, no, that's not her.
That's so weird.
That is weird.
Oh, it's because it's top chat. Oh, that's why.
There she is.
Yeah, I usually don't get too much of a problem with hate, because I've always kind of like sidestepped it, but I did kind of dip my toe in the water with Chris, and I shouldn't have. I can say that I disagree with his tactics, but as far as making fun of him and stuff like that, that was inappropriate. I shouldn't have done it. I know better.
I still love you.
I love you too, baby. Candace and Don should sue if it's found they aren't involved. Have you guys noticed, like, a lot of you watch Chris, right? Have you noticed he doesn't come out and say he thinks Don did it?
I think he did last night.
He might have, but it was very, very rare. Like, he's very careful with how he's wording things. He's just taking a sentence and say, okay, what's wrong with this? He's not going off and saying, I know that this guy did it. Like, he's never said Don assaulted and murdered his daughter. He's never said it. And he won't, because he knows that when you say something like that, you can speculate. But if you say that, if you represent it as fact, then that is defamation.
Oh, that's okay, Tammy.
Yeah, well, you can imply till the cows come home. Well, even that you got to watch a little bit, but yeah, Chris is not a dumb person. He's very intelligent. He could do a lot of good if he would just get rid of that tunnel vision. Yeah, I agree, Laura. Most of the times I've said, us YouTubers, we don't really have that big of an impact. I mean, right now I've got 162 people watching. As far as an impact on society, no. But he's getting hundreds of thousands of views. Yeah, so he does have an impact on society.
Yeah. On multiple platforms, he's doing this, and in person, on like tiptoes around, and that's why I call him TV detective. He does the cliffhangers. Oh, he was in the shed, like certain little things that makes no sense. He points out, and it's very.
I think that's kind of
a cliffhanger. Yeah, to get you to come back because he's a cop, and we know we're gonna listen to him because.
But he knows what works.
He knows.
Like,
he knows
those
what
cliffhangers,
he's doing.
like,
he knows what he's doing.
Look at how his channel is just exploding. Like, he's.
Yeah, you got.
Like, I don't agree with his tactics with Don, but as far as his methods and everything on being a YouTuber specifically, I admire the guy.
Ew.
I do.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I don't like people that are making profit in a platform off of harming other humans, and that's what he's doing. I admire nothing about that.
That's exactly what I said. I said the Don thing I don't agree with, but as his stance as a YouTuber specifically.
But it goes against not even just Don. Right?
Who else has he been bashing that I've seen? I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't really like what Chris was doing, for sure. Which is interesting because I think they have the same beliefs that Chris has in his head, but they're not doing it the same. But I don't agree with some of the things they were saying. Like, don't call them with tips to call into the TBI. Call in yourself.
Yeah.
It's
Ryan Mackerel, he's an entertainer. Thank you. We are all only entertainers. We are not a verified news source. We are not attorneys. This is not court.
Even news says that, right? We are your news source and entertainment.
Yeah. All we are doing is entertaining. we're trying to provide facts and everything, but you can't trust what you see on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Even from us, you got to do your own. You know, when we tell you this is what we think happened, you can't take that as that's what happened. No, that's just what we think.
Take everything I say what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I know it all.
Yeah, except next month when you change your mind.
Are you calling me a flip-flopper?
You flip-flop like a fish out of water.
It's healthy.
Yeah, it's exercise.
It's because the more I learn this, and I'm like, whoa, and then I learn that, I'm like, oh, okay. Come on, it's normal. Don't do fishy looks. No.
You're just... That's not fish lips.
Oh.
I think I'm allergic to BS. Have you guys disagreed on anything? Oh, yeah. We've had, like...
Fights.
Yelling matches.
Straight up fighting up in this bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we get... Well, because she's, like...
It never lasts.
She's really, like... Well, she's fire and I'm ice. So she gets really heated up about something, and I'm like, take a beat.
No.
Let's get to the bottom of things. What about this? What about that? And she just, no.
He drives me
She's
nuts.
like,
I'm like, what?
How can you not agree with me? Where is Nemo? Oh, Finding Nemo. Even lawyers flip-flop. Lawyers will point whatever direction you want them, you're paying them for. So, yeah, you can't trust lawyers. That's for damn sure.
Thank you, Lonnie.
She's spicy. Mm-hmm. She keeps me on with it. I think we keep each other on our toes pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think she kind of encourages me to, get involved more instead of sitting back, and I kind of rein her in so she doesn't go off half-cocked without looking at other options.
You said...
Half-cocked. Half-cocked!
I couldn't. When we were on Allen's, I was trying not to laugh. I was trying to be so
doo-doo
serious.
Thing?
Yeah, Chicken Lady. First of all, Chicken Lady said doo-doo.
She heard you say she said doo-doo. Because I could see it on her face. I'm like, our mic is on. Like, she whispered, she said doo-doo. But she said it so freaking loud. I saw Chicken Lady hear that. And then it looked like she was trying not to smile for a second.
It's like anytime I see a truck that says Super Duty.
How much poop is in that thing?
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. I was just going to say we went off the rails, and now there's a train coming.
When I don't have my earbuds in, because I said it without the earbuds in, I feel like they can't hear.
Mm.
But yeah, I forgot the mic's right there. I'm like, she said doo-doo.
Yeah.
No.
Doo-doo and butt fuck always get me.
Butt fuck.
Oh, that one got her. Holy, that was a big one.
Yeah, when people are like, I live in butt fuck nowhere or whatever. Or what do they...
Who do I need to talk to about helping y'all and becoming a mod? Do y'all have Twitter or email? I can send you my experience. You know, people take the mod thing like real serious.
Oh, you are a mod, Crystal Boone.
Yeah, we got you as a mod.
You're a mod, but if you go chat in my chat that's set up for tonight, I will make you a mod on mine too because I get mad hate.
Yeah, I don't really get much for hate. Like, I'll get the odd nasty comment, but it's pretty rare because I don't go after other people, so they don't really have a reason to come after me. Hey, Jen P. Thanks, Miss
Because
Wednesday.
you need that for selling drama, a villain, right? That sells. That gets everyone. Okay, this girl is missing. Oh my God! So let's focus on past and vilifying someone. And then he goes on a whole different channel, and it's a channel I used to like. I don't think I'll be watching much now. But anyway, go on there. Well, if we can't get charges in Tennessee, we can go back in Utah and get some charges from 40 years ago penned on them now. Like, what are we doing? Ridiculous. Hey, Stacy. Redonkulous.
Yeah, that's another thing that's just stupid. You know, that's when you know you've won an argument. When they can't argue on the subject, they have to default to digging into your past and finding something that has nothing to do with the subject. That's when you know you've won the argument. If they can't argue the facts and they have to make shit up about you or dig into your past to try and discredit you, that's when you know you've won. Shouldn't say cock. Brenda has a serious man crush. Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be going around tomorrow.
I hope
18
not.
inches, only half cocked. What?
Well, half of 18 is pretty close.
I farted.
You farted?
Yeah, I just farted.
She tooted.
Oh my God, we're all going to die.
How old are you all? I'm 44 and she is 37. Too many YouTubers, ex-law, exploiting their past credentials, betray inside scoop or knowledge.
Expired credentials.
Yeah, I mean, to think that Chris doesn't know how to get information out of people and what he's doing, I wouldn't go that far. I don't agree with what he's doing, going after Don like that. If he's planning on just doing a segment, like all the bad stuff about one person, then move on to someone else and all the bad stuff about them, then okay, I get it. But yeah, he's kind of got all his eggs in one basket, and I don't think that that's the best way to go about it. Because if he's wrong, and there's a very good chance he is, then it's all for nothing. No, Giggles, she's not cross-eyed. Why are people asking if you're cross-eyed?
They say because I don't look, they're like, can you look at the one spot at the camera? But I'm always looking everywhere. The chat's over here. There's a chat right there that I'm looking at. I'm looking at my phone. There's all these places. So sometimes I look cross-eyed. Unless you're just in here trying to be a bitch and take a dig, then.
Yeah, I've heard people mention that before, but nothing wrong being cross-eyed anyway. Oh, no one goes looking into my past. Yikes. I wish I would be. I'm kind of jealous in a way. I kind of wish that I had somewhat of an interesting past when it comes to the law, so people would look in and go, "Oh my God, he ran naked through an Arby's or something." But no, I haven't done shit. If you go and look at my charges, it'll say none. My entire life, I've never been charged with anything. Might be able to see my speeding tickets and shit. That's about it. If a car wasn't involved, I haven't done anything. Here, True Day, Prairie Boy 77. Yep. People say things to gauge your reaction, try to ignore that crap. Yeah. And for most of it, it's not a big deal. But sometimes things are like, that's too far. When you start telling people I am convicted of assaulting women. Like, that's pretty much the worst thing that you could say about another man. Like, I honestly couldn't think of anything worse. So, yeah, that's too far. But when's your live, honey?
I set it for 8 our time. I don't know what time that is.
So that'll be in about 6.5 hours.
It's all set up if you guys want to.
Oh yeah, if you go, just
That link
go
I
to the
posted,
video. It'll tell you live in
however,
6 hours or whatever.
and it'll tell you wherever you are in your time zone, your time when it starts. I know I get that a lot. Like, what time is it for me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're getting some of the trolls now.
Is this about Summer or Chris? Both.
Chris made himself, he interjected himself and wanted to turn it away from Summer and make it all about Dawn, so...
Yeah, it's about Summer Wells and YouTube chaos, I think is what I titled it. Yeah, all the defamation and, talking about... I've said a few times, Chris is a brilliant guy, and I just don't agree with what he's doing, being so focused on one person in this case. But yeah. And we did get some good questions that we're going to ask for. Well, that other video about Jamie, that when I first started watching it looked like the same one that Dawn took, so I don't know. I got to go back and watch both of them. Does Mr. Sure have a brother? I do.
But he's married, right?
Yeah, and he's, oh my God, 51. And he's older. He looks younger than me, but yeah. Well, I respect him befriending Don in order to get more talk out of him. That's exactly what I don't like about him. That's where he actually lost my respect, because he befriended him to get the dirt out of him and then turned on him.
Yeah, I didn't have to do that. Some people are like, well, you were incriminating Don too. I was before I got the chance to investigate and talk to people face to face and get to do everything that I'm doing. I did, but they know that because anything that I've said publicly, if you don't think I wasn't texting him too, where's your daughter at? Where's Summer? Like, I was. And again, I think that's what makes him comfortable is I told him why I believed all of the things. And it is because we have people with expired credentials manipulating our minds. And I was falling for it because he would come home from work after I just watched this person. And I'm like, oh my God, da 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 da. And he's like, wait, what? Is this all going on YouTube? And like, he kind of, yeah. And I was like, wait, you're right. That I texted Don. I'm like, I'd like to talk to you because I think that if I'm starting to see things differently and realize, hey, I think my mind is being manipulated because I'm trusting in homicide detectives and all of these people. I'm trusting what they're saying. And yeah, it's just a mess. So he knows, like, we thought one way. We didn't have to fake friend him or whatever to get him to talk.
Oh, Kathy, that would be rough. My grandma had Alzheimer's, and on her good days it was okay, but on her bad days, oof, yeah, that's no good. And that's like the worst. Like, it's the hardest on the people around them.
Hey, Aussie True Crime.
What's up, Aussie True Crime? Archimedes girl.
Archie! One of the
Ryan
best mods
Mackerel.
around.
Thanks, Ryan. Just got here. What do Candace and Don do daily to try and find their daughter? Have they walked the woods, done any stakeouts? Will they put out videos to make a plea with the kidnapper?
Yeah, they do that all the time. They've been pleading and stuff, and people just say, well, you look guilty. I don't know if I'm allowed to say too much, but law enforcement isn't allowing really people to search. Um, I Don and Candace have done things. That's all I can say because I don't want to say what I know they've done and then maybe that could get them in trouble. I don't know. Like, I just don't know. But they have done things. But at the same time, Don's working. There's things that, they're being told they can do or not do in the situation also. So.
I was going to write that down, yellow truck. Because you did ask Don, but he never really answered.
Oh.
Because, you ask him a question and he'll kind of start answering and then he gets off on something else.
Well, and I made the mistake of asking a few layered questions.
It's got to be like
one question at a time.
Was there a yellow truck there that day?
I'm learning, you guys. I'm getting it, and I get excited for some answers too, so I make the mistake of asking him 2 or 3 questions and I forget. Just bear with us. We're doing it. We're trying to do the best we can. At the same time as trying to protect him because past mistakes, right, Elizabeth?
Let's not forget the accusations of duty, Ron. Hey, checking convictions. And you got a point, Andy, but I mean, the fact that he calls him buddy and pal and whatever, and he's nice to him, and then he's turned on Don and he's picking everything apart, and it doesn't really make sense.
No, it's a tactic. So he never really went in there as a friend wanting to help. He immediately went in there as homicide detective. Okay?
Yeah.
He was using tactics, even in the phone call. I can see all the tactics.
He didn't do that with Candace. And actually, did he do the second interview with Candace before the phone one with Dawn? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, well, when he's doing that one with Candace at her house, and he's talking about could he be hiding in the shed? Like, he already had it in his head before he even had a conversation with Dawn.
He thinks Dawn is guilty. He knew this before he even started his interviews and went in. He went in there already. Dawn is guilty. He did something. Look at his past, blah, 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 and just went in there. He went in there, tunnel visioned. Don's the guy who did this. He already knows what's in his head, and that's exactly how he went in. And went in being a detective and interrogating and trying to coerce a confession.
What if Don or Candace are lying? What would happen this summer? How will you guys feel? I feel misled.
We can talk about that if that was to happen. We would not.
But I'd rather be on this side of it than accusing someone who lost their child and find out they're innocent.
I'd rather be wrong, about this.
I'd definitely rather be wrong on this side of the fence. But I'm not saying Don's innocent for sure. I've never said that.
I feel he is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, to say that I know anything 100% for sure is just being ignorant, honestly, because I don't have all the information.
Innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, beyond all reasonable doubt.
Well, there you go. So you think Barry Morphew's innocent? For another stream.
Not often. I'm quiet. I don't know. They did bring up some. It could have been like, why did the person she was having an affair with actually not come forward with things? And so I mean, beyond a reasonable doubt, can I say?
That's the thing.
No.
Can I say anyone's guilty beyond a reasonable doubt? No.
Kathy Q, crime fighter.
Thank you very much, Kathy.
Awesome.
I think you were the third one. Because there was, Mexi, Tammy, and Kathy. I try and keep track of everybody. And if you've ever given me a super... Oh, that's the one thing. If you just put up videos, there's a new thing down there beside the like and dislike and that, the super thanks. That's kind of like the super sticker, but it's for videos. The only problem is on the YouTube studio, it doesn't tell you when someone's done that. It doesn't show up. So if someone had given me one and I didn't thank them, then yeah, I apologize. But you got to go into your studio on your computer and filter your comments to look for the super thanks, which I hope they fix that, but it's kind of a new thing. But yeah, I always try and thank people who have become members and given super chats and stuff like that, because I mean, you're giving me your hard-earned money. So that we got off on a different case. That wasn't about summer wells.
Yeah, not about summer wells. But if you're asking because you didn't know that the wife, Susan Morphew, was having a 2-year affair, and the person she was having an affair with has done some pretty shady things as well, and that's all coming out now. Can I say without a reasonable doubt? At this point, no. Do I have my thoughts and opinions that the right person is locked up? Yes, I do. But I haven't dug too much. I've watched here and there, but honestly, in the last 2 weeks, week and a half at least, since I started really talking with them, I haven't done anything but summer wells.
What is the status of projects, from my understanding, of Sharon Chicken Lady getting donation campaigns set up for the wells, the veterinarian, need expenses, dog, cat food, etc.?
I had them set up a Cash App because I had people calling me and reaching out to me saying, how can I send them some donation? The Cash App is not labeled for any specific thing. If you want to send them some love, you want to throw them $1 or $2 or whatever, they have a Cash App. It's in the description on my channel or on the live for tonight and the last couple. I share that because I wanted to. I've asked them to work on a Amazon wish list as well that I will share. And they do have a separate person who is setting up through a vet a fund for the animals and vet bill and stuff like that. I have nothing to do with that, but I do know they have that on the side. So the Cash App is just something I asked them personally so that I could share a link that if somebody wanted to send some love to them that way, they sure can. What they use it for is not my business, and I don't care.
Yeah, she was more asking about the vet thing.
I don't know anything about that vet thing. I know there is somebody that's doing that because they emailed me, but I don't have that information. I don't know. I have nothing to do with that vet situation.
Yeah, we'll see if we can find it. Find that stuff, and we'll put it in descriptions of our videos and stuff. What's up, Metalhead?
You're both doing fine, and your best. Send your channel share. Like my channel link.
CM treated Candace different for a reason. Open your thoughts more. I don't think CM thinks Don did it, in my opinion. I think he believes Candace knows and Don is withholding vital info. He said that he thinks Don did it.
Mm-hmm.
And all of his videos are just nothing but bashing Don. But if you think that's a tactic to maybe get Candace to do something, that's interesting. But our minds are open. We are not saying Don is innocent, or Candace, or anybody. Hunter, Allie. We're not saying anybody's guilty, anybody's innocent. We don't know. Nobody knows. So anybody who's saying 100% this one's guilty, they're wrong. True, Carmen. Yeah. Don has an alibi. Why is it that people will take other offenders, other sex offenders who have an alibi and say, okay, that's fine. But then when Don has an alibi, no, he's lying. He's getting other people to lie for him.
Yeah. Oh, so
it's like, okay, do you believe alibis or not? Like,
yeah.
Why just him? And the reason why is because Chris went at him. If Chris didn't go at him, we probably wouldn't even be discussing Don right now.
I hate when people say he's not incriminating Don. The hell he isn't. I don't understand. I can't be on the same planet.
Yeah, he hasn't said that Don murdered his daughter. Yeah. He hasn't said that.
His exact words aren't, Don killed his daughter and he knows what happened. But his words are, look at his background. Look at this. Look
Yeah.
at this bad guy. Look at all of this past
Yeah, let's
crap.
go to Utah and get him charged.
And I know a bad guy when I see one. Like, he's not straight up saying that, and he's saying that because he thinks it's smart. But what he's doing is incriminating. Like, go past the words that are coming out of his mouth and just use your brain and open it up a little bit. He is incriminating this man. He is going on other platforms and incriminating this man and saying, he's a bad guy. Look at his past. Look at his past. He is the villain. He is a bad guy. This is a homicide. Yeah. Even last night when I watched the little bit I had to turn off, this is my job, right? Homicide and dealing with this and blah, 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 blah. I know what I'm talking about. Come on.
Is the grandma in the area that she indeed? She went to North Carolina, was it?
Illinois.
Yeah, she did go to help her other daughter. Oh God, I think it's her other daughter, because her other daughter's husband had a heart attack, something.
Aussie True. I mean, doesn't think it's a joke.
But anyways, I've heard that she's back, but she was at a prayer circle recently, so I don't know if she's back or if
she was on a video call at the prayer circle.
Oh, it was on a video call. Yes, so she's still away.
She is still away.
As far as we know, she is still away.
Yes. The prayer circle, yes, Grandma was there, but not in person, on a video call.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, so good. We got that cleared up.
Yep.
Chris's job is to sleep like a baby in his Airstream while casting stones on YouTube. Well, there's nothing wrong with putting out theories, really. But I just don't agree. I think you should definitely be open to other options.
He has done some helpful stuff. Yeah. And I say that. I mean, he does.
His interviews with Allie, Hunter, Candace, they were good. His interview with Dawn was good too, but it's what he did after.
Mm-hmm. Read
my theory. Please be open about what I'm saying. I don't think the parents did it. Please check the record of missing people that never were found. There are forces that reside in our national forest. Yeah, there's a lot of children go missing in that area. There's a lot of sex offenders in that area. There's a lot of bad people in that area. So you talk about crimes, you beat every suspect until someone confesses. The Iraqi style is highly effective. I imagine it would be. I mean, there's a reason that the crime rate is a lot higher over here than it is in the Middle East. And they don't screw around. Steal an apple, they'll chop your hand off. That's in Saudi Arabia, I believe. How long have they been living there? I'm not sure. I'll ask Cher when she gets back. She might know. I know Don he's always been wanting to move back to Utah. He doesn't want to stay there. Love from America. Well, love back from Canada. Yeah, it is a bit excessive to make video after video after video, all just trying to pick everything apart. Especially since the dude has an alibi. Like, I don't get where he's going. I did have the thought that he was going to pick everybody apart. And this is just Don's time now. He's going to move on to someone else, but I don't know. Yeah, they don't screw around. Never been to Iraq. I've been over there, but never been to Iraq. I've been to a couple places in the Mideast there, but how do you feel about Grandis? I really don't know anything about her. Like, there's not a lot of info about her. I mean, I got nothing against her. I can say that much. Connecticut City. Good investigations do victimology. That is key to a good investigation. Yeah. Yeah, like it's good to dive into all the details and look at everything, but not so good to get like laser focused on one individual. Nova Scotia. Oh, right on. Go Team Canada. Nice. Police are looking harder than we are, so stop bashing anyone saying someone's guilty that is wrong. Yeah, exactly. The police have more info than we do. So if they don't have someone in cuffs, chances are they don't think that they did it.
Checking convictions.
Welcome.
I heard you say.
I think you were a member before checking convictions. So welcome back.
I heard you say ask sheriff.
Oh, how long have they been living there?
Good question. I don't know.
No, okay, she didn't know.
In Tennessee? Let me check.
I'm back. Yeah, I thought so. I try and pay attention. Heard a granny's husband essay and many more. Oh my god. Is there anyone in this whole scenario who doesn't have a sexual assault conviction or something? Because it seems like everybody does. That's where I'm at, Sandy. I mean, it's one, like, I'm not saying that I know 100% that he's innocent, but I think he's got to be open to all the information. Can't just set a bunch of stuff aside. You can't set aside the fact that he has an alibi. Like, why the hell is he not grilling the coworkers? He's in the area. That's what I would have done. Instead of trying to pick apart what he said, it's like, oh, he's got an alibi? Maybe I should double check this. See if I can poke holes in his alibi. And then you'd have something to go on. Not if he misspoke or stuttered or took a deep breath or something. Like, what the hell are you doing? I'm new here and I just want to tell I'm enjoying your content as much as I have been brainwashed from other channels. Go over to find out for myself, and I found myself enjoying your content. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Not the brainwashing thing, but yeah. Yeah, I don't like to push really hard theories here. Yeah, Cherry, that's true. As far as I know, he has no SA conviction. He did admit to doing something when he was quite young. But yeah, that's like for us, yeah, it's bad. Like it's not something that you just say, "Oh, okay, well, whatever." No, it's bad. But that doesn't That doesn't really lend itself to what happened this summer. See, people hear that and they assume Summer has been assaulted sexually, and we have no idea if she was. We don't even know if she's alive or not. So you can't take, oh, he abused a little girl when he was a boy. That means he abused his daughter. Like, that's a big leap. Impossible? No. But still a big leap. How many times has he attended a prayer vigil? I don't know.
There's a
I'm
reason.
not gonna speculate on whether or not he's gone or not. Whether or not, like I've said, if I was in the area, I'd be searching myself. We'd be walking ground and stuff. Maybe he has. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no point in speculating. And honestly, like
I
I
do
think
know.
Chris is highly intelligent, and I think he has the potential. Oh, he has done a lot of good. I just don't like what he's doing with Dawn specifically. And as far as people giving him super chats, I've never heard him ask for money.
No.
So if people want to give him super chats just like they give me, just on a much, much smaller scale, it's fine. You know, that's not on him.
When he says, yeah, exactly, Timmy, the bingo cards, when he's saying, I'm going to put a bingo card on that, he's telling you bingo, and I am this detective, so I know what I'm talking about, bingo. So everyone's jumping with that's a bingo card, so that's something. You see what I'm saying? Manipulation.
Yeah, it is manipulation. And that's a big problem on YouTube, and I don't want to say it's easy to mislead people, but it kind of is. Like and that's not just YouTube. Like, go back in history, look at Hitler. Hitler spoke passionately about his country. So he convinced the country that this was good. He's like, he's going to get Germany back on track. Yes. But then all the other crap happened after that. But yeah, if you speak passionately and you are confident in what you're saying, people will believe you. But the fact that he's gotten so much traction is actually problematic. Hey, Kelly.
Kelly, we love you too.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He has so many people watching, it definitely is tainting things. Like my live 187.
And he gets like 25,000 people watching at a time, I've seen.
Yeah.
It's insanity.
Yeah, when you reach that many people, it definitely is a lot more important what you're saying than like little channels like mine, where I get a couple of thousand views. Yeah, essay on both sides of the family. Essay all over the place. There's holy. Stop diddling kids.
Stop being.
God. Oh yeah, that would make sense. Quarantine getting lifted in areas, yeah, so that'll be out. Let's keep doing that. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. It's just God. It just seems like everybody's like. Who is the gentleman he has on with him? He's had a couple. He's had a couple different guys on with him, I think. I'm just going to say that we will lose focus with tunnel vision. Avery was convicted because of tunnel vision, along with so many other cases, yeah.
And that's what people are all worried. Oh my God, he's posting about Brandon Dassey and Stephen Avery. That's taking focus off of Summer. I just want you to know we had no idea even about that case until last night. I sent him that stuff. because of some things we have that we think. I sent him that stuff. That's why he posted it. There's a reason why. He feels things are kind of heading that direction and it's not right. So
Yeah.
people are taking every little thing and just running with it. And
Oh
Parental
yeah. I
page has
mean,
the
he
photo of
can't.
maybe a stalker of summer. Yeah, he had sent that through to us also before he posted that. I think that's actually very interesting. There is a guy looking at them, yes.
Yeah, she could very well be in another country already, metalhead.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe, just maybe, that trafficking ring that they just broke up, they can keep cracking down on those guys. Maybe they can get a lead. Maybe find her. Who knows? I would say that that's probably the. I mean, as horrible as that would be, as far as outcomes where she's alive, that's probably the best one.
So should we be interviewing Don about June 14th? Should we ask about the day before, June 15th?
I'm going to ask about all the days before.
Yeah. So tell us about the day before. What'd y'all have for dinner? What'd y'all do that day?
It is different, yeah. But still, shoddy police work.
Yeah, that was interesting, Kelly, the school shooting yesterday, or the day before.
Anthony Patchcern, AQC. Search that. I'll check that out after. I'm going to cut this off pretty quick. My bum is sore.
Your bum is on my lips. Your bum is on my lips. What?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I hope that's a popular song.
It's from Eminem. Slim Shady.
Ah.
So my bum is on your lips. My bum is on your lips. If you're lucky, I'll just give it a little kiss.
I'd be so down with that, And that's the technology is advancing. It does happen that some parents are actually chipping their kids now.
Chipping their kids?
Yeah.
Ew, yeah,
like
no.
being able to track them. I'd say in probably 50 years, everybody will have a tracker. But that'll stop so much of that stuff, though. That's true, Linda. We don't know. The only thing we can really bank on is they know more than all of us.
That's just not true about them not looking. Sorry, it's just not true. I know what they've done, but I cannot. I can't say. Yes, they have done things on their own. And I don't want to tell you what they've done because I don't want them. I don't know if it's allowed,
Yeah, they aren't just sitting at home doing nothing.
No.
I mean, they still have to go on with their lives. Like Dawn still has to work because
they
need money for food.
I wish I could tell you one thing, but I cannot say it. But they have absolutely done things on their own. Please follow up Cash App with Candace. Oh, let me throw that link in there for y'all, just in case. It's also in description of my live for tonight.
SGC, I'd say we have two. I have two. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I mean, I have my guesses and my possibilities, but I don't even really have a solid theory. There are things that I just don't understand.
By the way, that Cash App I had them make, it doesn't go to me first. It goes directly to Candace.
Try and tell them to stop social media and get a lawyer, yeah.
Chip is Mark of the Beast, Metalhead. I believe that also, yes. That's always been put into my head.
Both did a great job on his live yesterday. Thank you for giving out Joey's absolute rock solid alibi. Thank you both so much. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Elizabeth. Yeah, it was good to be on. Actually, I think maybe there was one time before that I actually spoke to AD. Like, it's pretty rare.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that one.
So yeah, it's always nice to talk with someone you don't get to talk too much. The bashing will never stop no matter what, Linda.
Yeah.
If they go on social media and they say anything, they get bashed. If they don't say anything, they're hiding stuff and they get bashed.
This is a virtual high school.
Why does it matter? There's my question. Who cares what they're doing? They could be walking the streets screaming "Summer, summer" every day, or they could be sitting at home. Does not matter. Does not change what happened. And I guarantee you that Summer's not within like 2 blocks of that house. So they're kind of limited on what they can do. They don't know. Just why they're still not searching. Like AccuSearch and all them, they're not still searching because they don't know where to search. It's up to the police.
Claire's question there.
What do you think of Dawn's answers to Summer's favorite sweets and prayer?
I think we have different.
It's pretty general. Yeah.
And I think that goes along mothers of young kids. The dads don't typically know so much. And Don, he's at work all the time. So to be like, I don't know, just candy.
Can you pick up candy on the way home?
I kind of get that.
I'm assuming you stop at a gas station. Okay, I'll grab a chocolate bar. Sure. I'll grab some. He did say Tic Tacs, maybe some gum.
Yeah, I think that's typical for a lot of men who are just at work all the time, and the moms are more involved. I think that's what I think that is.
Yeah, and I don't think he bought her candy every single day. Like he'll say all the time, or
just like all the time, like as
doesn't mean like every single day. It means often.
Yeah.
Right. So.
But I think she means like, how come he couldn't name a specific prayer or candy? I think that's just a typical guy, honestly.
Well, I've been in church a lot, and naming a specific prayer, like Our Father or Hail Mary or whatever, but children wouldn't be reciting those prayers yet.
Yeah, and in their church, there is different based on age. Like he had talked about, like certain things his boys were getting taught more, and it's because I've looked into the SDA church, and I think it is too, like an age thing in the teachings. Yeah.
And my grandma, and there's always candy. Oh no, that's not the one I hit. Honestly, just want the truth about you guys. That's all I asked.
I'm not even going there again. It's been.
She's gone over that dozens and dozens of times.
Yeah. And I'm not doing it again.
If you believe the thing that was said about me, you're an idiot. That's all there is to it.
I have never.
Nobody has put any proof or any documentation about anything that I've done. So
read the records people are putting out about me. It literally says in there, I was nowhere to be found. So how did I abuse animals then? And by the way, it's a misdemeanor charge that I got because the trailer house was my name, and the animals that I saved from a animal shelter, because I rescued them, came chipped. They were chipped at my house. Okay, so yes, for a misdemeanor charge, they weren't going to go extradite my sister from Mexico to come in and do a whole trial and everything. It's a misdemeanor. I've never been to prison. I did 8 hours, not even in a jail cell, but in the booking cell, like in a cell right there, waiting for fingerprints. When that was done, I was let go 8 hours later, put on 2 years probation, and let go after 1 year. Everyone there knew it was bullshit, but it's a state charge. Like, it's out of court hands and stuff in Minnesota. It's a state thing, and that's why it happened. The animals, my sister left and took off to Mexico in the middle of summer. My animals were starved and thirsty in a hot metal trailer. That is torture, animal torture. But again, it was a misdemeanor charge, and they don't extradite. They weren't going to go send people to Mexico, hunt down my sister to come and do a trial. Now, I have literally explained this for 2 years, at least once a week, and I'm getting very, very, very tired of it. Go ahead. They've put my records out there. I invite you, instead of just listening to what someone says and throwing my mugshots up, Look it up yourself and read it. I wasn't there. Read the charges. Read the file that's out there. Tell people, hey, drop the link. Where can I find it? Or Google me. I'll put my name in there. Google me yourself, but read what it says. Okay, that's all.
Yep.
Makes me so heated because it's.
Well, I can't say I blame you. It's so ridiculous.
My dream as a little girl was to save all the animals of the world. I wanted to have a zoo and take in all rescued animals. Like, you guys, it seriously hurts my feelings.
Yeah. And just to keep over and over and over, get a new enemy every day.
I was literally so scared that we wouldn't be able to adopt our cat because all of these YouTube people would be bombarding the shelter and stop that from happening. Rather have him stuck in a little cage forever than have him go to a home because YouTubers want to be assholes. I don't hurt animals.
Yeah,
you should see how the cat is with me. If I was an animal torturer.
This is like the same person who said that I'm a sex offender. Registered sex offender. It's not true. Like, to anyone, if you're literally thinking about that, you need to stop listening to what YouTubers are saying about other YouTubers. Stop it. Anytime a YouTuber says something about another YouTuber, chances are it's at least half bullshit. Like, it's just, we gotta stop this crap. We gotta stop trying to degrade each other all the time. It doesn't accomplish anything. It just hurts people. And good God, there are so many people that really, really deserve an ass kicking. These keyboard warriors and beta males and a bunch of just stupid people. But yeah, stop focusing on what the YouTubers are doing. Focus on the case. Don't worry about what Chris is doing. Don't worry about what we're doing. Just the case. Oh, giggles, I probably missed your question. Got a little bit sidetracked there.
It's literally everywhere. They were posting it on Dawn and Candace's Facebook too, trying to be like, you have the wrong people supporting you. Do you really think a man that's being incriminated of all of this stuff actually cares about my little record? Like, it's insanity. Which just gets frustrating because, like, lately I've turned comments off on some stuff, and I hate to do that because some people ruin it for others.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm getting every 5 minutes 100 nasty comments and only like one nice one,
it's been
hard.
Real bad. Like, real bad. And I know that guy is probably watching and stuff, and like, it's pathetic.
No, if he wants to be a tough guy that bashes women,
he's not a tough guy.
That's fine.
He's doing it on a computer. Look what you just did. Look what you're doing. You made a girl cry. Are you fucking proud of yourself? I better never, ever, ever come across you in real life saying.
Like, when I first started my platform, it's been 2 years now. 2 years this is thrown in my face every day. Like, I live with it every day. I had to be scared to go, I don't even think we can get a cat because people are going to, they're going to Google me or they're going to something, you know?
Oh, yeah, she was really worried about that. Like, everything had to be in my name because no one knew my legal name yet. They do now, but now it's too late. My
mistake back then was trusting somebody because I don't have people. I trusted someone that I knew I couldn't trust. But that was my blood. Like, my little sister basically became my daughter when I was 19. I got legal custody of her, as well as had my first baby at 19 years old, to turn around and be nothing but screwed over. My own bloodline has screwed me more than strangers off the street, you guys. There's a reason why my family is my children, my best friend, and Mr. Cher. I don't have people like that. Yeah. I trusted somebody when she's screwed me over so many times before, but the reason I put my trust in her and let her stay there while I was going through medical issues was she brought her daughter, my niece. I hadn't got to meet her until she was, I think she was around 5 or 4, something like that. I don't even remember. She was really little when I finally got to meet her. So I'm like, okay, I'm having medical issues, bed rest, and I will let her stay at my trailer. She'll take care of my animals in return, leave her my bank card so that she can get, animal food for her daughter. It was giving them their own space while she was in Minnesota. And as you see, yeah, I've been screwed over so many times before, but I'm like, she's a mom now. Things are going to change. She's going to want to plant roots, and not just keep doing things. Oh, yeah, I'll put my email in there. So, yeah, I'm guilty of trusting somebody that I knew wasn't trustworthy, but I didn't have any other option. It's just so
Whatever happened, yeah. Common sense, not so common anymore. They should call it rare sense now. All right, we've almost gone 2.5 hours. I think we're going to cut it off. So we kind of got bounced around, and now we're off on a different topic, and my honey's all upset. So
I'm not upset. I'm just tired of it.
Well, that's what I mean.
I don't like to repeat myself either. You know that, and
Yeah.
it's just like I'm a broken record. I'm just so tired of it, and it's not no one's fault for asking. I get people wanting to know, because if it was true and I'm out here harming animals and stuff, yeah, I think it's a fair question because it's being put out there. But it's just that I've been having to answer to this for 2 years now, but not just 2 years. For all of the years before even YouTube found out about it. Anytime I go get a job, that does pop up, and I have to explain myself.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's just one of those things that's going to be following you around. Eventually, hopefully, but I can see it happening, is your YouTube's going to get big enough where you're not even going to be paying attention to that shit. You're going to be just putting out videos and lives, and there's going to be thousands of people watching stuff you can't keep up, so you're not even going to notice all the hate.
Well, there's a reason why I do things like I do, and I try to help people. I don't think a lot of people who don't get in trouble or have had some kind of charge, they don't understand sometimes cases work. It's all about the money. The state charged me because those animals needed medical attention.
Good to meet you too, Andy.
Starved and thirsty. And so they want money to compensate for that. They had to charge somebody. It's how it works. And
yep.
People are like, that's not how it works. You don't just take charges for other people in the States. That, like, you guys are idiots. And then going around and telling people I've been in prison.
Oh yeah, and we're both convicted felons. Some people are saying now. It's like, what?
Felon,
what the hell?
done time in prison. Sorry, I have a misdemeanor charge. I did 8 hours in a booking cell. It's unbelievable.
I haven't even done that.
And people are believing it because she's got the neck tattoos and the eye tattoos. Prison.
Yeah, that's prison ink.
Prison ink.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure Megan could figure out a way. It's some kind of symbolism. She's good. Everything's a symbol of something. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging. We're going to cut this off. And we will hopefully see you tonight on Shares. And our joint channel will do something on sometime this week. Actually, work's dried up a little bit, so I'm going to have some time to do a little bit more on YouTube. So,
yay! We need you on the YouTube streets.
Yeah, but I need money for work too. So. Kind of 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. You're all awesome. We love you. Thanks for the support. And we'll see you tonight, maybe. Later, peeps.